Yo, what is up guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we've got another review on the MLS Objectives card, JOSEPH-CLAUDE GYAU. We're going to go through the card, its details, stats, clips and summary. Before we get into all of that, if I could ask you guys to please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you know when I upload, and comment down below if you're going to be completing these MLS cards. And without further ado, let's get into the review. So guys, getting this JOSEPH-CLAUDE GYAU card, and my first impression of this card, guys, having used him in this team, is this card is actually pretty decent. I think it's actually the best of the three rewards. This right back is actually the other reward, Auro, but I won't be doing the review on him. I didn't manage to get enough clips of him to be able to compile a good review for you guys, even over 7 games. However, for Gyau, I managed to get a lot of clips for you guys, and I was thoroughly impressed with this card. Without further ado though, let's just get into the review. JOSEPH-CLAUDE GYAU, 5'9" height, medium work rate, left-footed, 3-6 kilometers and 4-star weak foot, 7 games played, 6 goals scored and 3 assists. So a really nice return for me as well, guys, considering this is Division 3 in Rivals as well. I have been demoted. I got demoted a couple of weeks ago, and I've been playing some good football in this division. I like this division for using these players in as well, so it was a nice way to test them out. I actually thought he was right-footed 4 games in, guys, and I actually didn't see this. He was left-footed until further into the gameplay. So you'll see a lot of the goals are right-footed, but he is capable of using that left foot as well. In terms of the chemistry style, guys, I put the Maestro on him. I felt like his pace was okay, and I wanted to focus on boosting him in other areas where he was lacking, particularly in his dribbling, because as a winger, with that boost, he does really well once you give that a helping hand. So I feel like that was the best way to fix this card up. In terms of key attributes, guys, the pace and acceleration are fantastic, the agility and balance are fantastic, the stamina is good as well. And overall, guys, I think this card is lacking a lot in some areas, but in the areas that he's good at, he is very good. Now, what I will say is that the areas that I boosted him in, particularly the dribbling and the shooting and the passing as well, because of the Maestro chemistry style, allowed him to play a lot better as a winger. In terms of the cons of this card, the reactions to the ball control are pretty low, so if you don't boost that in some way, he will feel a little clunky. His finishing is a little poor as well. At times he does miss some easy chances too, and his crossing and passing in general aren't very good, so you may need to give that a helping hand as well. Finally, getting to the player traits, he's got the flair trait, long shot taker, speed dribbler and technical dribbler trait, guys, so all nice traits to have in a winger. And now that we've covered that, we're going to get into what the requirements are for you guys to get your hands on him. So guys, to get your hands on JOSEPH-CLAUDE GYAU, all you have to do is the one objective, which is play 18 matches in the managerial masterpiece with 11 MLS players. Now guys, this is a bit of a drag. It is a bit of a long one to do, so you guys will have to be patient in terms of doing this. You probably will complete Wanyama and Auro, who is the other card of the 3, whilst doing this, unless you decide not to play the games at all, which is also an option. But that's the only way that's the way you get him, guys. So now that we've covered that, we're going to get into some of the clips that I got with him. So guys, getting into some of Gyau's clips, and what you guys are going to see is his ability to play that winger role, and really it was quite surprising how well this card played on the wing, guys. Now the first thing I want to get into is of course the standout stat, which is his pace. He is very quick down that wing. Now I'm not saying he's lightning quick, he's not as quick as Crepin Diatta for example, but he's quick enough to be able to hold his own and put fear into fullbacks and centre backs so that they back off you a little more, and if they don't, if they play too tight, then he definitely will get in behind and create himself a goal scoring opportunity, or create his teammates a goal scoring opportunity as well. The next thing I want to get into, guys, is that agility, balance and reactions. Now without a chemistry style, guys, the reactions and the ball control really do hinder this card. I felt like his reactions made him clunky and slow to the ball, and the ball control often meant that he lost the ball quite easily when I was just trying to dribble with it. Now you can't boost everything with a chemistry style if you also want to help out his passing and shooting. What you can do is at least improve certain elements of this card. My first focus would be on the reactions, but you can live without the ball control being boosted, but the reactions is a big one for me, guys, so I would recommend boosting that, and his dribbling will then become absolutely phenomenal. You guys can see how quick he moves with the ball, able to slip in between gaps very easily, and move between the lines very well as well. The next thing I want to get into, guys, is his shooting. Now I actually didn't realize he was left-footed until the 4th or 5th game, which is a testament to how well he finished on his right foot, because he did score a lot of goals with his right foot. So I was quite pleasantly surprised by that and what he was able to do with that 4-star weak foot. So a real testament to the card in terms of being able to shoot well and finish well. However, he did miss some absolute sitters when he was shooting for me, so that's something to bear in mind as well, as his finishing is only 80. You may struggle to put away the more difficult chances, so maybe keeping things simple with this card is the way to go. The final thing I want to get into, guys, before we just talk about the clips a little more, is his passing and crossing. His passing is okay, guys. It's not very good. It's 79 short pass, which is not great, and you do need to help it out with your chemistry style if you are going to have any opportunity to be able to use this card in a technically proficient way. I do think that this card is capable of being decent at the passing elements, of course, and you guys will see that in some of his crosses and some of the passes that he makes as well, that he was very good in that regard at times, and at other times he really struggled. What you guys are seeing now is just the goals that I scored on them, and you saw there 2 left-footed pings there, and the first one I didn't even realize that he was left-footed, but there again, lovely play here from Wanyama, ball through, positions himself well, takes it up on the back post and smacks it in there. And in these last few clips, sorry guys, what you're going to see is just more of the same. Great positioning, great running, look at that speed, burning in on the back post there, and an easy finish on the left foot there again, taking this one again inside to Boyan, picking up the ball again on the edge of the box. He dribbles through people so well, guys, and is really capable in the dribbling. And in this final clip, you're just going to see what this card is all about. Lovely dribbling, takes it around the first man, inside the second man, and lobs the keeper. What a goal. So guys, getting into the JOSEPH-CLAUDE GYAU final summary, of course, doesn't cost you anything, just the objectives we discussed earlier. Now guys, overall, the key stats of this card, the 99 agility, 98 balance, 94 acceleration, 95 sprint speed, all fantastic. His stamina very good as well, so you're able to run up and down that wing a lot too. In terms of the cons, guys, I actually thought his reactions were okay, despite them being relatively low. His ball control again is manageable considering what you can put on this card. In terms of chemistry styles, guys, therefore I would be looking a bit more towards a technical side of his game again. Even though I did say they were okay, if you can boost them, that's even better. If we look at the Maestro chemistry style, guys, that's what it does to his reactions and dribbling and passing and shooting as well. It does a lot of favors for him in terms of being able to do all the parts of the game that you want this card to be good at. I would, however, guys, just leave the pace alone. If you are going to use this card, it really doesn't need it, and it shouldn't be a focal point for you guys, even though it is at 95. I think you've got other more important areas to focus on. In terms of similar players, guys, I actually found a lot of similarities in this card and the Crepin Diatta card, the current 85 rated card. I'm not saying that this card is anywhere near that Diatta card, but the similarities in terms of playstyle, agility, and how they move, it was definitely there, some of the similarities in this card. In terms of linkability, guys, this of course is a decent card to link in because you've got perfect links to the other MLS players in his team, the other USA internationals. You've of course got the perfect link, the strong link, sorry, to Lima, the left back, who you can then link down one side. Opara is in there too, Long is in there as well. So a bunch of strong links in there as well. Of course, the USA internationals across the MLS. So guys, overall, in terms of building an MLS team, this is probably the one that is the easiest to fit in to link away and then create hybrids with as well. Which leads me to my final recommendation, guys, that if you aren't going to grind out one of these MLS cards, this would be the one that I would go for. I would not try and grind out Wanyama as well. I don't think Wanyama is worth it at all. Please do check out my review on that if you have time. I don't think any of these cards are really worth it or are good enough at this stage of FIFA to justify doing them. However, if you have got an MLS team and you need to build or you need a left wing, then this card will certainly do a job for you. And guys, if you are going to do them for any other reason, I would just recommend them as fodder. It's just high rated fodder, nice, easy enough to do. You don't even have to play the games. You can just put your controller down and let the game do its thing as well. So easy enough to get this card. Hope you guys did enjoy this review. If you did, please do smash that like button. Until next time, I will see you all in a bit.